Is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, December 10th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Erica and Stephanie. I feel like I haven't seen you in person in a while.
It's been a hot minute.
I know, I've missed you. Where have you been? On all the other shows and not this one with me.
Well, I took a few days off. Like, by a few, I mean all of my PTOs.
You had to do it, though.
Yeah.
You had to do it. Don't let those go to waste.
I basically slept for like a week straight.
You look
Feel good? You look good.
and fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
You guys do too.
I kind of caught my reflection in this thing, and I'm like, I could use a little bit of sleep. All right, let's get to it. Taylor Swift dropped some big news today, everybody. Taylor announced that she's releasing another new album tonight. It's called Evermore. Taylor will also release the video for her first single, Willow, at the same time. Taylor calls it the sister album to Folklore, which she released in July. But that's not all. We got to look at her new holiday Christmas card, or I should just say holiday card, complete with cats and Santa hats.
I love it.
Do you? Because you got a new cat?
I do love it because I got a cat, but also I know that Taylor Swift loves cats, and she has a clear backpack, like a clear backpack, and she puts her cat in the backpack and takes it round with her so it can look out as she's walking around.
So tell us, Steph, because it took a while for you to name Cat. Cat was just referred to as Cat.
Yes.
Does Cat now have a name?
Okay, so my cat, so for everyone who doesn't know, I did adopt a little cat. And officially his name was meant to be Winston, for Winston Churchill, because he saved us from the Nazis. However, he doesn't seem to really respond so well to Winston, but he does respond very well to the name Pudding.
Pudding. So is it official?
I think his official name is Winston Pudding, but his name will be Pudding.
Wow. I wonder how the other cats are going to treat him, knowing that he could have been Winston and now he's Pudding.
No,
It's not much
that's
to
what I
live
mean.
up
Like
to.
officially, he's Winston. You know, so he's got like that kind of
But
like
his name.
Pudding.
All right. Breaking news. So how do you feel about Taylor Swift? Who is Taylor Swift's publicist, by the way? Because we talk about her every single day.
Tree Pain. Tree Pain?
I don't think it's a publicist. I think it's her.
Man, she does. She knows how to get in the news. I'll tell you.
Her PR is
Tree Pain? We are breaking news all over the place on this show today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check on Instagram
while she's looking,
she was following me.
Yeah.
Taylor?
No,
Oh.
I don't think Taylor follows anybody.
No, I think literally the Swifties
Tree
all
Pain.
love Erica. There you go. She knows. She's like a hardcore Taylor Swift supporter.
Well, we could use a little Tree Pain, you know what I mean? Get the word out about Daily Blast Live.
Tree Pain, help us out.
Tree Pain, give me a call. I'm going to name my cat after you if you come on board.
Hey.
I don't have a cat, but I will. All right. Lizzo is getting real about how she feels about her body. The singer posted a raw video on TikTok saying she has negative thoughts about how she looks. Let's take a look.
I came home and I took my clothes off to take a shower, and I just started having all of these really negative thoughts about myself, like, you know, what's wrong with me? Maybe everything, all the mean things people say about me are true, and, you know, why am I so disgusting, and hating my body. And normally I would have some positive thing to say to get me out of this, but I don't.
I love that. The next day, Lizzo posted a video of her loving her body next to the original one, or loving her body next to the original one, writing, quote, woke up feeling better, gave the parts of me I hated a rub and a hug.
But I don't.
I like that last part.
Yeah, you know, thank you, Lizzo. Thank you for saying that, because what we're really kind of putting on Lizzo or any other person in the media, in the forefront, is like, you are the example. You are my way of feeling like I am enough. You're my way of feeling empowered. But who's her way? Who's her way of feeling like she's enough and feeling empowered? And I think that it's so important that we really are honest about ourselves and about how we feel, especially right now, because we're in a bubble, like, completely captive in our own little worlds, and all of these thoughts and ideas, and you start to believe. I can completely understand if something happens and I mess up, I'm like, oh God, what they said about me was true. Like, you know, that is such a natural thing to feel like. So I am so proud of her for being just so transparent always, not only when she's up, but also when she's down, because that is the totality of a person.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to that stuff in my own personal way, right?
Yeah.
I know there's different shapes and sizes for everybody, and because you think someone's, quote, bigger, they feel a certain way, or someone's smaller and they feel a certain way, I understand mentally what she says there. I have nothing positive to say when she got to that part. I fall in a hole sometimes about how I feel about myself, about my weight, about how I look, and you think just by looking at me, I wouldn't think that way. I always fall in these holes. For me personally, if I don't work out, if I don't get a sweat in my body, if I don't challenge myself for a week, going on 2 weeks, my mind starts to think negative thoughts, starts to go down that rabbit hole, which she's talking about. Maybe starts to read more comments than I should about the internet, and I start buying into what people are saying about me. And it's all because I'm not getting my body going. Then I hit the gym, I get a sweat going. This is just for me personally. Then I start listening to positivity. Then I start shaking off all that negativity. But it's a cycle for me, and it's never ending. So I can relate in that way.
No, I totally relate to that as well. And I think, first of all, Lizzo, she is an icon for literally our generation of being body positive, of like ignoring the haters, and her confidence and power is actually incredible, and where she's come from, the things she's achieved is amazing. And I think it just goes to show as well, like we're used to seeing that side of Lizzo, right, with the one that she's on stage and she's in like some glitz and we're all jamming it out, and like she doesn't give a monkeys about what anyone else thinks, right? She doesn't, and I love that. But also it's a really beautiful and vulnerable and very raw side to her that we don't normally see, and it reminds us all that, you know, even though someone might have all the confidence in the world, we all have those times and we all have those feelings, and it makes it even more relatable and lovable. And when I was listening to that, my heart was hurting. I was like, oh gosh, you're so beautiful, don't say it. Like, it hurt my heart. But I also relate to what you say as well, because if I don't go to the gym or do some form of exercise, or for me, you know what happens? If I eat too much, it sounds so silly, if I eat too much gluten, like bread and pasta, I actually feel really depressed, even though I want it. Like I really want, obviously everyone wants bread and pasta all the time, right? I mean, I do anyway. Spaghetti bolognese calls my name. But like if I have too much, and it's actually something to do with how my body digests the food, it's crazy. A dietitian told me it can actually make you feel really depressed.
Yeah, and
it's insane.
That's relatable. Everything we said, I think, is relatable, and all a jumping point from what Lizzo said. So I thank her as well for saying that, because I think all of us up here, different backgrounds, different looks, different shapes, we all relate, which is amazing. That's great. All right, kind of relating to the same story, George Clooney's latest film role landed him in the hospital. According to The Mirror, after dropping 28 pounds for his new role, Midnight Sky, George ended up getting pancreatitis. In the film, he plays a scientist who is trying to warn a space crew not to return back to Earth because it's frozen over. I'm already intrigued. Clooney also directed the film. So this is an instance where he had to lose a bunch of weight for a film role, and his body didn't react apparently the way he wanted it to.
Well, and also, I mean, George Clooney is timeless, but he's not ageless. And your body is going to react very differently when you're in your 50s than when you were in your 20s. I mean, I've been very transparent about the fact that I did fitness competitions. I would lose 40 pounds in like a matter of 6 to 8 weeks, which is not...
So intense.
Yeah, like it's not something that is recommended. And it took years for my body to really have to like reset itself so that I wasn't bloated all the time, and I was able to lose weight properly and gain weight properly. And so that's just something that your body's saying like, yo, dude, nah.
Yeah, some of my fighter buddies, they wrestle and fight. The way they drop weight, like within a week or two.
Wild.
I mean, it's crazy what they're starting to feel the reactions from it. They're 40 years old like me. But Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club, I really love Matthew McConaughey. He lost 50 pounds for the role altogether, and he says to this day he is still not recovered from losing that much weight. And it took him 5 months to lose that.
And then he went on to do other films, so who knows what else he was doing. Like, what I tell you, you have to like reintroduce your body to everything: food, water, exercise. Like, your body's like, I don't know what's happening. Like, what did you do to me? And it's just, that's why we really need to like check ourselves and know that it's a long process if you want to really lose weight.
And he says that too, you can't gain it back too fast. I know this isn't something that people are going to try at home, but he says gaining it back, you have to do it slowly. Otherwise you could kind of misshape your body. It was so interesting the way he talked about it.
I ate 6 cupcakes after my competition, and my belly was distended. I'm not even kidding you. I was walking around like 50 pounds lighter than I am now, and people were like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were pregnant. I couldn't get my belly to come back in.
Really?
Your body had been so deprived, I guess, of sugar and carbs that, like, the minute you have it, it's just like doesn't know what to do with it.
So fascinating. I'm fascinated by that. Fascinating. All right, coming up on DBL, Time Magazine names its Entertainer and Athlete of the Year. We'll reveal the picks and see if we agree. And celebrities are taking the elf on a shelf trend to the extreme on social media. We'll show you some of our faves coming up. Welcome back to DBL. By now, you've likely seen the memes that's taking over the internet. Celebrities are posing with their personal elf on the shelf. That's right. Here's Reese Witherspoon with her Grease on Reese.
Cute.
This is Us star Sterling K. Brown. He did The Crown on Brown. I like that one.
I like that.
And Jack Black really got into the spirit with his Jack on Jack on Jack on Jack on Jack meme. If you don't follow Jack Black on Instagram, you're missing out. He's a funny guy. But we thought it would be fun to see what elves popped up on our shoulders. Okay, I like this, I think. Here's mine, Chef on Jeff, very original.
Chef on
Gordon
Jeff.
Ramsay on Jeff. All right, I'll take it. Easy enough. All right, Erica, let's see, who's your elf?
The mob.
It's the mob on Cobb, the Sopranos cast. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, Steph, let's see yours. Wow, it's Jeff on set. Speaking of the internet, they're going to have fun with that one.
I was going to say, we're going to get it in the neck for that.
Wow, my wife's going to be receiving plenty of DMs.
I was going to say, poor Jordan is going to get it in the neck today.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's it. If there's anything with me and another female host,
it's like...
It feels like the internet needs to
calm down.
Have some responsibility in DMing my wife that I'm not having a faithful marriage. Let's just say it that way. People are mean on it. You know what I should do? I should take all those messages and then read them tomorrow for you guys, because they get nasty.
That would be so fascinating. Yeah, I'm very careful with you. I try to keep. I've been social distancing from Jeff way before social distancing was a thing.
Me and Erica had these before they were even
Yeah, because I mean, you can't even, like, no woman can even look at Jeff without, like, people, like, jumping all up on you. Like, you know he's married? Like, I am too. Take a chill pill. Not trying to check for Jeff.
I'm gonna post it on my Instagram just to spark up a conversation.
You know what? It might even be better if we just address that straight up, rather than like we wait for the hate to come rolling on in, which you love to do.
It's just a PSA. Nobody here checking for Jeff, okay? Nobody.
Nobody's checking for Jeff. I'd like if people check for Jeff once in a while, but no one's checking. No one's checking for Jeffin. All right, come on. Coming up at DBL, Time Magazine's annual Tradition Entertainer and Athlete of the Year. We'll show you who they picked next. Welcome back to DBL. It's that time of year again when Time Magazine picks the most influential people of the year. The final choice for Person of the Year hasn't been announced yet, but the magazine did award the K-pop group BTS the Entertainer of the Year title and LeBron James Athlete of the Year. So BTS, I saw them pop out. I mean, these guys were all the craze, right? I thought a long time ago, and they were like headlining the VMAs or whatever award show, and I was like, these guys are still around?
Yeah,
so they're still killing it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, did you guys have some picks for Athlete or Entertainer of the Year? Do you have any picks, Erica?
I have to go with a man who never even took the field. I think Colin Kaepernick definitely deserves a good look for Athlete of the Year.
Love it.
You know, you have to think, and Taylor Swift for Entertainer of the Year, and basically for the same reasons. In terms of social justice, they were the catalyst in very different ways, in very different realms. And when people were talking about Black Lives Matter and the re-examination of the movement, Colin Kaepernick was really the catalyst for that re-examination because people started to rethink about what he was really saying, what his moments really meant, and that evoked a lot of conversation. Taylor Swift had a tweet about white supremacy and accusing our president, and that evoked a lot of conversation in a totally different part of the world, or a totally different part of, you know, politics or whatever. So yeah, I think those two would be great options.
And the NFL apologized, didn't they, to Colin Kaepernick, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. How about you, Steph?
Okay, so here are my two picks. I've got Chadwick Boseman, obviously, absolute iconic hero, went beyond the hero that he played for Black Panther, an icon for the generation, absolutely. And Mr. Lewis Hamilton, who I absolutely adore, I've worked with him a few times, true gentleman, just won his 92nd victory for Formula One, beating Michael Schumacher's 2006 champion of all time. So he is literally like the best driver of a generation, if not for the foreseeable future. It's impossible to beat him right now. I'm a big fan of Formula One, so I love Lewis.
I like that. I like that. Chadwick Boseman was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know why The Rock, he just inspires me. I follow him on Instagram. He's got a tequila business going on. And LeBron James, I mean, I don't want to be cliche, but that was an easy pick. I mean, we're going on in the pandemic, and for athletes to even, I think all athletes should be Athlete of the Year for entertaining us through this pandemic. What they go through to be in a bubble, to be away from their families, for us, I think is amazing. But LeBron James won the championship, what he does off the court as well as what he does on the court. I mean, it sounds cliche. It's like cheering for the champions every year, but he's a champion. You got to acknowledge that.
Well, he brought home the trophy again.
Yeah.
As Athlete of the Year.
Killed it.
And he brought home a trophy for Los Angeles. Whatever.
Yeah.
I wish he'd go to Chicago. You know what I mean? Give us a championship. We had the days, though. I can't complain.
Yeah,
I can't complain.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, we had the days. We got MJ. All right, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet holiday deals. Earlier, I showed our very own Tori some amazing products at even better prices, so check it out. DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Holidays are upon us. Deck the halls with gifts. What do you have for us today, Stephanie?
It's the Sharper Image UV Zone Sanitizing Station.
Ooh.
So this handy UV foam cleaner, check this out, sanitizes in minutes using ultraviolet light. Normally, it's $60. We have it for $19, saving 68%, Tori. And next up, it's the Nuova Glow 24K Anti-Aging Retinol Face Cream and 24K B Venom Serum Set. Is infused with 24 karat gold. And it's antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory, and its benefits are proven to renew, restore, and revitalize aging skin. So normally this set, Tori, $512, but we have it for $25, saving 95%.
I love that.
Okay, now Tori, this is the Nanette Lepore two-piece robe and chemise nightgown set.
Ooh.
It provides plenty of drape for extra comfort as well as adjustable strap.
Nice.
Now, normally it's $54. Right now, we have it for $24,
Oh, man.
saving 56%.
Yes.
Lastly, it's the Vera New York Emma Crossbody. So this conveniently compact crossbody is a perfect size for all your essentials. It's a lightweight design and it's been made with faux leather, and normally it's $68. Right now, it's only $15,
Whoa.
saving 78%, Tori.
I got my eye on that pink one. I don't usually go for pink, but what a pop of color right across.
No, I like
Don't you think, Steph?
And when it's winter and cold and dull, you like a little bit of poppiness makes your outfit come to life, doesn't it?
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone, which we're always on. Thank you so much, Steph.
Nice, sweet, sweet deals. Well, Erica's back, and that means we have some comments because we don't usually read comments.
Oh, okay. Well, Veronica says, what about a skeleton on Steph, Bones on Jones?
Oh, we're striking up that conversation again.
I get
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Benji says, ref on Jeff and put a referee or something.
Oh.
How about remember? You guys don't know this reference. You guys know who Ed Hawkins is? He was the referee that flexed. He had like giant guns.
You want him?
That was a bad reference. Someone out there's like, I do. One person,
Yeah.
thank you.
Dale says, fob on Cobb, like a key fob.
Oh.
Okay, y'all.
Who wrote these
Y'all
in?
go to sleep.
I like the imagination, though. I like that people are engaging the imagination. DBL is new every day. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. See ya.